You are right in the middle of a sentence, and you suddenly freeze. You know what you want to say, but you hesitate on a single word, unsure whether to describe an action as happening right now or something that already happened yesterday. That hesitation stops your momentum entirely. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to fix that by building a permanent 10-sentence cheat sheet. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. Writing these verb pairs down physically is the fastest way to commit them to memory. This reference map lays out the exact differences we need to learn. Notice the two symbols at the top. The clock on the left represents the present tense, actions tied to the current time. The calendar on the right represents the past tense, events that belong entirely to yesterday or before. Memorizing complex grammar rules is rarely helpful in the middle of a fast-paced conversation. To speak fluently, you need actionable templates that allow you to translate your thoughts in real time. Look at the green and blue definition boxes at the top of the graphic. The green present tense side covers habits, general truths, and things happening right now. The blue past tense side is strictly for actions that are already complete. Here is the most reliable trick for native Hindi speakers. If your thought ends in hai or hota hai, you are likely in the present tense. If your thought concludes with ta or chuka hai, the action is finished, placing you in the past tense. By identifying those specific Hindi cues in your own head, you can accurately assign your sentence to the correct English time frame before you begin speaking. Let's start building your list with the most common topic, your morning routine. In row 1, the daily habit is get up, as in, I get up early every morning. But to describe what happened yesterday, the verb changes entirely to got up. Write down the next 2 rows as well. When discussing someone going to school, the present habit goes transforms into the past action went. Similarly, the daily act of eating, eats, becomes the completed action ate. Look closely at the sentences. The verbs don't just change on their own. Context clues like every morning guide us toward the green present verbs, while words like yesterday signal the use of the blue past verbs. Writing down these 3 specific pairs gives you the exact vocabulary needed to describe how your day begins and how it began yesterday. Now let's look at rows 4 through 7, which cover leisure activities and hobbies. Many English verbs follow a standard rule for the past tense. You just add the letters ed to the end of the word. Play becomes played, and watch becomes watched. Write those 2 pairs down. But row 6 contains a common trap. The word read is spelled exactly the same way in both columns. However, when you use it in the past tense to describe a book you already finished, you must pronounce it like the color red. In row 7, we see another total word transformation. To talk about singing a song yesterday, the present tense sings changes completely to sang. Memorizing these specific irregular patterns and pronunciation shifts helps you avoid several common mistakes that often occur when switching between these time frames. Let's finish your list with daily errands and communication. Row 9 shows a critical spelling rule. When converting the present tense study into the past tense, drop the letter Y entirely, replace it with an I, and add ed to form studied. Finally, in row 10, we see the standard ed rule applied again. The present habit of talking to your parents, talk, cleanly becomes talked. Review the 10 pairs you've just written. You now possess the structural framework to explain both your current Paley obligations and the specific tasks you accomplished yesterday. Let's look at the bottom of the map to solidify exactly when to deploy these verbs. The rules are straightforward. If you are stating a general truth, explaining a habit, or describing an ongoing feeling, use your green present tense list. If you are telling a story or sharing a memory, rely on your blue past tense list. This simple checklist serves as a mental filter. Apply it right before you speak to help you decide which side of the map to use. You've successfully built your completed map of all 10 foundational verb pairs. Let's test this framework right now. Go down to the comments section and write 1 sentence about a specific food you eat every day and a second sentence about what you ate yesterday. Keep the timeline of the action at the front of your mind. By identifying whether the action is ongoing or finished first, you create a clear path to selecting the right verb form. Fluency takes repetition. Keep your written list nearby and use these 10 pairs in daily conversations until selecting the correct tense feels consistent.